to make me clean the yard, shovel snow, do things like that to go get a julep. But one day she was like, look, you putting all your money in someone else's pocket.
Word.
Save those quarters, and I can teach you how to make a formula, and you can sell your own juleps. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
So the next couple weeks, I saved my money.
Always a hustler.
Got to love
but think
everybody
about
got
this.
a grandma story like that.
Grandmothers are the natural hustlers because they were the ones who maintained and sustained our families through epidemics. You're talking Big Mama went through slavery and held it. You're talking Big Mama went through the Depression and held it. Big Mama went through crack and held it and still maintains it today. So if you don't think you come from a hustler, then you don't know where you come from. You understand?
That's so real.
I began to sell juleps, and ever since then, I capture a hustle. And a hustle is not a swindle. It's not a sneaky thing. It's up front. You're providing a need. You understand? So you're the bridge. If you're a true hustler, you're trying to be the bridge. If somebody's on one side and they need to get the other, you're trying to be the bridge, fill in the gap. So hustling is a lifestyle. It's not something you can do 10 minutes out the day. It has to be something you live.
Word.
Hey, what's up? This is Nate, host of the Artist Exchange Radio Show. Tune in every Friday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. and every Saturday, 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. Real artist, real talk, real live, here live on BeExposedRadio.com.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Hey, guys.
Welcome to Sunset Soul on this Thursday evening at 8 o'clock. I am your host, Love Dawn, and I have with me Miss Leslie Swirl.
Hey.
And Mr. Bamboo Austin.
Hey, y'all.
Nate from the Artist Exchange is en route, and we're going to get our conversation started. Last week, topic was open marriages.
Open marriages.
And this conversation of open marriage kind of continued for me throughout the week. I'm not sure if you had any experiences with that because you're married and you had some conversations on the show last week. You ain't getting no trouble.
No, I ain't getting no trouble.
I just need to make sure. I was a little nervous.
I ain't in no doghouse.
Okay, that's good. Listen, y'all, I see y'all chiming in, so we're going to give some more people some time to come in. For those who are watching, if you could share, that would be great, so that other people can have take part in this awesome conversation. Thank you for those who have already shared. And we are, of course, you already know, still reading your comments. We love all of your feedback. For those who want to take part in the conversation, you can feel free to call us at 410-702-5657. But do not call during the commercial break because we cannot answer then. So as soon as you hear them hand claps, get to calling. Today's show is about some hot topics. I don't know if y'all... I told everybody last week that I would share the different videos and things like that we would be discussing. Hey, Lisha. She can't be with us today, but next week, hopefully next week, she will be here.
Yay.
In her rightful place, if thus saith the Lord. But what was I saying? Lisha chimed in to throw me off. I forgot. Hot topics. I shared some of the videos throughout the week that we would be discussing, and then I tried to continuously post our little commercial that you can kind of get some input and think about some of these topics before we started talking. But the one thing that I did not post that I want to discuss briefly, and when I say briefly, I'm saying briefly because my cousin just brought it up, is this up and coming Mayweather fight.
Oh, Lord.
Pronounce the guy's name again that he fighting.
No, McGregor.
McGregor.
Yes.
Okay. I don't really know McGregor. I don't know his history. I know he was a UFC fighter from what I was told.
Yeah, I mean UFC good.
UFC. Right. So all of my information is hearsay because I like UFC, but I never followed the fighters. On the other hand, I followed begrudgingly Mayweather. And I follow boxing as a whole. But I'm sorry. Maybe I'm the 1%, but I'm hoping that McGregor do what he need to do.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
You don't think so?
He's not a boxer. at all. Nothing
Right.
about him as a boxer.
Well, people
know-
weren't boxers before they was boxers.
Wait a minute. I know Mayweather probably will win, but I hope McGregor gives him a run for his money.
It's not
Because
gonna
me
happen.
personally, I think he just picks and chooses fights that he knows he's gonna win. That's just my personal.
He's a
opinion.
strategic fighter. He's a very technical fighter. Like, he puts thought in anything that he do. He probably contemplates cereal. Like, I don't really know if I put the box over here, it might take me 3.5 seconds to get
The box.
I don't know. Like, I see everything about his life being planned, and maybe that's because of. I'm not gonna go in on Mayweather.
A few minutes. I'm here till 10. So.
But listen, okay. First of all, if I'm wrong, let me know because I'm not sure about all the logistics. I
You're
was
wrong.
told that that win or lose, McGregor gets 100 mil.
They get money regardless.
I don't think he get 100 mil. Floyd not fighting for nothing less than 100 mil. So his opponent's definitely not getting 100.
No, I was told that Floyd is getting more. He's getting 100 mil, but he's getting more because he's on the production side of it as well.
Right, he getting up as a 400 million, I believe, something like that.
Well,
yeah, but if he lost, how much would he get?
I don't think it. I don't think
Like
it,
200 mil?
I don't know.
I don't
Well, who
think
told
that-
you that? Swirl told you that?
I
Swirl
take
didn't
an
tell me
L for that.
This is someone that's in kind of in the boxing world. That's why I said this is all hearsay information.
Oh, okay.
Because I didn't really, I wasn't really interested at first.
I'm not either. I'm not gonna watch it. I did watch it.
But the closer it comes to the day of the fight, I'm getting more and more excited, but only to see Floyd get knocked out. I don't know whether or not that's gonna happen.
And we
I'll
have
be,
fight
I'll be in
parties.
California chilling with my feet up. I could care less about the fight.
You're not, but are you gonna watch it?
No.
No,
You're not gonna
'cause-
watch a fight.
No,
For
because
what?
the
Why
people,
would I
the
do that?
people
I'm be
that
on the beach in LA chilling.
usually the people that hold the fight parties, you have
Mm-hmm.
to pay to get in, and it's usually a good amount, or you pay for the fight yourself.
Well,
at
from
home,
what
which
I
is
saw,
like
most of the places are charging
$60-$70.
like 25. I'm going over a family member house and I'm going to watch the fight.
They're
We all
gonna
still,
show it the next week for free.
Yeah,
but
They're
you're
showing
not
the
going.
next
If
day.
Floyd gets knocked out, nobody wants to wait till next week to see that.
But that's
Like,
not gonna happen though.
you can't prove it. This man was a UFC fighter. Do you know what? I mean, like, that's fighters. That's real fighters.
What you don't understand is this. It's simply this.
I thought this
Clear
was
my
brief.
throat here. No, for
It was supposed to be brief.
Floyd
I'm
is a
sorry.
boxer who's boxed all his life.
Okay.
Conor McGregor is a brawler, and he's a UFC fighter. They use
Right,
legs,
Nate.
knees, ankles, wrists. They use everything, and he's not built to box. He's built to brawl. It's a difference,
Okay.
a big difference.
So
and the
from
energy-
what I'm being told, they said Floyd was like, if he does one thing wrong, break one rule, he quitting. Like, he done. Is
But that's
that
the thing.
true?
He gotta get in the boxer's frame of mind, because he gotta once you get in that ring, and your adrenaline start running, you might throw a knee or something, which is gonna get you disqualified. So
So
hopefully
you think
want him to
that's
do
what
that.
people seem to think is going to happen.
I
that
hope
he's
not.
going to. I'm hoping not either because I think the
I
fight is like
just hope he
150.
gives Mayweather a run for his money, but
I
down
doubt it.
deep inside, I know Mayweather gonna win.
You
Yeah.
know it. Why y'all keep
That's why I'm
speaking
not
that?
buying the fight. I'm not
All
paying for
right.
the fight.
So I'm a part of the 1% then. I'm the only one who, and I don't know. I'm just not a Mayweather fan. That's all that is to it.
I'm not that big a boxing fan, but I like strategic dudes like that. And he's a really good defensive fighter. He could definitely pretty much beat anybody. The name the name of the game is not to get hit, and that's what he do.
he
Better than
definitely,
anybody.
he's
He
definitely
dances.
awesome at not getting hit.
Right,
I
and
give
most
him
people
that.
say he run. I don't think he run.
He
No,
dances.
I mean
moves
he
out the
definitely
way.
he takes part in each part of the floor, but I'm sorry.
He gotta make sure.
I
the
mean,
whole
I
floor
compare him to
standing.
you. Remember Roy Jones? Roy Jones was known for that type of dance fighting, is what you call it.
Well,
But
Floyd don't
yes,
dance,
Rachel,
though.
he's fighting the. Is he Irish?
Yes.
McGregor?
Make-
Yeah,
I don't know.
sure.
I like
McGregor.
McGregor. That's
Something
why.
to that
That's just it.
I'm good on that
Yes, cereal, Lisha. I'm not sure. Okay, but that's irrelevant. I didn't want to. I am excited to see the fight. Hopefully, it's an actual fight. I get kind of nervous because it put me in the mind of back when Mike Tyson used to fight, and everybody was scared. Like, do I want to order this fight or not? Because it'd be like one punch. Like, as soon as you sit down and adjust your seat, it's over.
Yeah,
Pretty
that's
much.
why I'm
You know,
not paying
nobody
for the
wants that.
fight.
That's why you gotta enjoy all the fights that lead up to the Tyson fight.
I'm glad you said that because the guy from Baltimore, Tank, is fighting right before Mayweather. From what I
I will
was
watch
told.
that. I will pay for
I
that.
heard that he's going up against another undefeated fighter. Supposedly he was supposed to be fighting the boy from Philly, who was really good, but all this is hearsay still. But he said that they said that the boy was shot in his hand or something like that, so he was unable to fight. So they found a good replacement, though. The boy is also undefeated.
I would
so I'm
pay
excited.
To see Tank fight, though. I really would.
You pay $150?
I wouldn't pay that much money.
How much is the fight?
I don't know.
About 150.
Yeah.
150 for the fight?
Yeah.
To order it?
To order it.
Oh, no, I'll wait till next week.
It's over 100. I think it's 150.
I'll wait till after the holiday to watch it.
No, I'm going to watch it. But I'm going over to my house. We putting together.
I'm not watching it.
So today is Hot Topics, as I said. And to start off the show, I mean, we have a whole lot of things that we are discussing. But we're going to start with... No, we done with Floyd.
We done with
Hopefully
Floyd.
Be done. No, I don't know. I'm
Hopefully
just
McGregor.
We're going to talk about... There was a video that I saw on Facebook, I think last week or so, and I'm not sure if anybody saw it, but it was called the Sourdough Cocktail, and it was a $10 cocktail, and it was in a hotel in downtown Dawson City, Canada. Downtown hotel in Dawson City, Canada. And they've been serving the drink since 1973. And listen, I've been asking
that drink.
Not this. How are they serving the same drink?
I mean, they've been making sourdough
yes.
since 73.
Yeah, it's like a toe.
Oh,
it's their thing. It's their signature
yuck
drink.
Yeah,
and
you want some toe?
The purpose of this sourdough cocktail,
pig feet, maybe,
is that you order a drink. It could be whatever you want. It could be a shot of Hennessy, whatever you want to get. And they put a human toe in the glass. There are rules to this. One, you're not supposed to swallow. Hey, LeVar, thank you for chiming in. You're not supposed to swallow the human toe. Not that you should have to say this, but you do.
OMG.
And two, the toe has to touch your lip. You have to drink everything. I can't make this
so
serious.
Gross.
You have to drink the entire glass,
Rachel.
And the toe has to touch your lip.
Green face.
Yeah, that's crazy. Wow. It's disgusting.
Rumor has it started when a riverboat Captain Dick Stevenson ran across a big toe.
Where did you find this stuff?
Listen, ran across a big toe being preserved in a jar, and he bought the place and he saw
just a random toe in the bottle.
He saw a random toe. Supposedly, the toe had been there since 1920s when the guys were selling moonshine and by bobsled, and they would get frostbite. And listen, and instead of that, they said it would take less time for them to just cut the toes off that were, dead basically from frostbite, than to go get help. And they preserved the toe.
Putting toes in jelly jars, fill it up with liquid, and drink it. Pretty much.
Not liquid. They gotta drain. You're supposed to drain.
Ice.
You're supposed to drain all of the blood and whatever off the toe.
No.
And then you preserve it.
I don't drink, so
that's it.
That's all you, boo.
So that's a no for you. You would.
Oh no.
I mean, supposedly it's a big thing.
Yeah, but what is the catch if you eat the toe?
Well, okay. So listen, no people do it. They've been through 20 toes so far.
How many?
20.
That's a lot of toes.
So what do they do when you drink? Wait a minute. Before you answer that, once they drink the drink and the toe touches your lip, do they reuse the toes?
Yes. Yeah. It's a preserved toe. I mean, toes are hard to come by.
I got 10 of them.
Sorry.
Toes are hard to come by.
We only get 10, and we gotta appreciate the
and
ones
I've had
we
the same 10 for 41 years.
You need the big toe though, right?
Listen, the fine at first was $500 for those who would drink or swallow the toe. Supposedly it was a guy who worked there for the summer, and it was a dare from his friends to swallow the toe. He did it on his last day of work, but he paid the $500 fine. But that's little to nothing in comparison to trying to find another human toe. So now they've raised it
to the morgue
to $2,500 for those who want to. If they make a mistake, they do have to.
You don't make a mistake and swallow a toe. You know exactly what you're doing. Come on.
Yes.
Man.
I don't know what.
They can just go to the morgue and pay a couple dollars
you
for
can't
the toes.
steal.
The family's not going to know that the toes are missing.
You can't. I mean, I'm quite sure that that's a way, but we're not going to.
I'm sorry, cousin. Wait.
We're not going to.
Don't they put the bodies on ice?
Parts. We're not going to do that.
But she just said
you're not stealing them. You paying for them.
But they are selling illegal toes.
Do you know they sell illegal bodies?
And do you know that's
and body
illegal?
parts, and they kill people and
listen.
But you
sell
said
their
You are
toes
asking
kidneys
them
and stuff?
to go
Like
to
you
the
go into the
mortuaries
morgue,
and steal body parts.
cut the toes off, preserve them on ice. How do you think they do transplants?
Leslie, we know
And
that first
sell
of all,
them. There's a
nobody's
black
asking-
market for
We're not asking
everything.
for the directions. What I'm saying is that it's illegal. No matter how you fix it.
God.
I don't
It's
care.
illegal. But
there's a black
there is-
market for everything.
They have on their website a wanted sign for toes. And the
There's a lot of people in
and the
Canada.
front,
so-
listen,
I got
the
one
first
that's
thing
got
you
gangrene.
see on
They
the
want that
photo
one?
is got frostbite with a bunch of question marks.
Gangrene.
I'm sorry, but that's I can't make it up. Listen, y'all. We're just starting our amazing hot topics that
Lamar.
I've seen over these past few weeks.
This is not a hot topic.
This is definitely a hot topic
This is not a
because,
hot topic.
well, a cold topic in comparison to the frostbite. So,
That's a
Dead
topic.
topic.
listen, we're going to go to commercial break. When we come back, if you want to take part in the conversation,
Depending.
maybe you would advocate for the missing toe. I don't know. 410-702-5657.
I'm sure I know somebody.
Or we're still reading your comments. Hey, Lamar. Y'all stay
Hi,
tuned.
Lamar.
We'll be right back.
What's going on this weekend? Nothing? It's too cold? Girl, I'm never going to go see this Selma movie. Gosh. It's sad. I don't like looking at people in old clothes. You know what I'm saying? Dressed in them styles. Those styles is played. And I definitely don't want to go see another movie where Oprah got her bags on display. The ones under her eyes. And I love me some Oprah, but goodness gracious, they always put her, strip her down with no makeup on, and them bags on her eyes be on display. Like, girl, let your worries go. Stop holding them down like that. Get some rest. She need a whole week of sleep.
The all-new season of Talk Lately, Monday through Thursday at 7 p.m. on BeExposedRadio.com.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
And we have a full house tonight.
Last time on Talk Lately.
He don't have Down syndrome. His
Man
features
killed
are
after
more-
being shot in Charm City Circulator. That's Derek. It says a 26-year-old man was killed after being shot on the Charm Circulator bus Wednesday afternoon. Police... Oh, that was last Wednesday. Mm-hmm. Okay, good. It wasn't Derek. He did that. His shooting was on Saturday. Police found the victim who had been shot in the stomach at 2:50 p.m. at the bus on the 200 block of South Broadway and Gulf Street.
But he was on
It is
that
over
bus.
east.
Yeah, it's the one that's coming from John Hopkins.
Police believe the suspect and victim argued, then got onto the bus. The bus was still stopped when the shooting
1
occurred.
minute.
The suspect wearing a black hoodie, black pants, black shoes, white soles. Matt. I know that was that mastermind down there. Okay, somebody go look for mastermind. Hello?
At that point, it's time to go for a break.
Okay, we'll be right back.
Live every Tuesday at 7 p.m. only on Be Exposed Radio.
Definitely not taking responsibility for other people's emotions and things that's going on, and owning up to who you are. I know that's what you were finishing on, so you can speak more on that, sister.
Yeah, just making sure, because at the end of the day, what happens to us, especially women, we're nurturers. So by life, we tend to want to, I call men projects, like fix-me-uppers, people that come with issues. And for some reason, people, we all have issues, but people who, want you to help them through their issues, So we take on projects because we get to the point to where we're like, okay, I just want to have somebody, as opposed to the quality of the person that you're getting. And then we start to own all of their issues, and we start to feel bad because things are not progressing the way that we want it to, you know, and that's not fair to us. So we can't own somebody else's stuff. If somebody's not ready when you meet them, that's not your fault. That's theirs. It's their loss. You see what I'm saying?
Hey, what's up? It's the man you all know and love, E. Digger, the host of the Charm City Direct Radio Show. Make sure you catch me and my crew every Saturday from 5 to 7 p.m. only on BeExposedRadio.com.
Check out this flashback of the Artist Exchange Radio Show on BeExposedRadio.com.
If you had a dream venue, where would that be? Like, some people want to do Carnegie Hall or like a big stadium somewhere.
I'm going to go with Madison. Madison Square.
It's time for a flashback.
Now, I'm not going to say all Aries don't know. But
it's just the one you had. That was
just a long one, you know. But it's always something that you can
go ahead, Lisha. Can you recollect any signs that you might not get right?
October 15th or 16th. What is that?
And Libras.
See, I've had some good Libras and I had one really bad Libra, but he was white, so he fucked with his back anyway. So I don't.
Wait, hold on, wait a minute. Demonstrate. You got to demonstrate the back.
No. Ain't no way.
Not the dirt. How they bust? But show how they bust.
And then want to cry afterwards. I mean, what the fuck is the point of the tears? I mean, I can see you shake, yeah, and you know, shake it off real quick. But nigga, you crying? Fuck out of here.
What was he crying for?
Cause baby, this pussy make that. You in? I got that good nasty bitch. The shame.
Oh shit.
McLean's Couch every Tuesday at 9 p.m. Only on BeExposedRadio.com.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
We are back. Prior to the commercial break, we were talking about the sour toe cocktail, and no. There's no, I know for you automatically you're not going to do it. You want to try
I'm
it?
not going to do anything
bachelor
party.
Putting
anything.
Absolutely not. Especially if you have to drink the blood out of the toe.
You don't gotta drink the blood.
You just said that.
I said as long as the blood and all the whatever fluids, bodily fluids, is drained out of the toe and then preserved.
It's still DNA.
That's still disgusting.
And the nail is on it too, ain't it?
I don't know if the nail is on it.
Now was the nail manicured or what?
It should have mattered.
Was it a manicured nail?
Yeah. Was it
then they gonna put a French tip on there or something?
It ain't gonna be long and like snag you in your nose when you drinking it.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so we're done. So at the end of the day, they said they have had in the past 40 years they've gone through 12 toes, not 20. They went through 12. So I wanted to correct that. The original was swallowed in 1980, and it went downhill from there. But from 20 to 1980. That's a long time to keep a toe.
I missed it. What do they use these toes for again?
The sour toe cocktail.
For a drink.
You put a human toe that has been drained of blood and any bodily fluid, and you preserve it. Well, they had it originally in moonshine.
But you can put it in your Henny.
And it became a thing. So when you order whatever drink, like let's say you order a shot of Hennessy or something, they take the toe and they drop it in the glass. You can't swallow it. That's the rule, but it has to touch your lip.
They've only lost.
They use the same toe. They don't want to use another toe because they are hard to come by.
It was
so they want to try to keep the toe as long as they can. But you get like a certificate of completion and everything. You join the sour toe club.
You get paperwork for this?
That's gross.
Yeah.
No.
The paperwork is cheaper than the toe.
A burger or something like.
Right.
Huh?
Something worth it.
You know how the challenges at the where you eat all of the hot wings, the hottest.
Oh yeah.
Versus food. Right.
No, you just a part of the club.
No, thank you.
There was a doctor.
They keep that piece of paper.
There was a doctor though who said that there's nothing. You won't get sick from it as long as everything is drained. You won't get sick if you swallow
and the
it.
alcohol probably killed everything.
Huh?
You're sick if you do it.
Sickening, but it's not.
But could you imagine drinking it and a nail snag your
You're making up things. You're making up scenarios.
So what about the paperwork part? Like, could you put this on your resume and it
like I'm a part of the Sourdough Club? I don't know. I mean, you can put anything you want on your resume. I'm not sure that would help you unless you are going to apply for a bar.
So it's no benefit. Then.
There's no benefit. You're just a part of the club.
Then it's no point even doing it.
It's fine.
I want to be adventurous and all that mess.
It's
fine.
That
life, man. I'm good.
So on a more serious note, I'm not sure if y'all saw the video. It's called Skin Deep. It's a project called Skin Deep. Mr. Steve Burton is exploring the series where he take ex-gang members and remove full body tattoos. Wait a minute, Lamar said you can spread, I'm assuming the STD. Oh no, DTD. Drink transmitted disease. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. He want to say you can spread a drink transmitted disease. Stop it.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Like a thing. It sounds like a thing.
He made that up. But
it sounds real to me. I support that.
You support the DTD?
I support whatever he just said.
So that's the reason why you won't drink the sourdough?
No, I don't drink at all, but I'm definitely not drinking no sourdough.
But you can put it in apple juice.
I'm not putting it in anything.
What?
You can put it in whatever you want. You can order whatever you want and put the toe in it.
Somebody put a toe in this water. That's what they did.
You said it was tainted. You said the water tastes tainted.
Well, that's why I'm sitting there.
Hey, Lisa. Lisa, we're talking about the sourdough cocktail, but we're gonna leave it because we put too much thought into this. It's a drink with a toe in it, a human toe in it, a preserved human toe or fermented human toe, and moonshine. It's not a jug. Well, I don't know what they holding it in. So everybody's saying no. Anybody who is watching right now, anybody who is watching right now, would you be willing, maybe for just fun, a guys' night, girls' trip, to try us? She said no. I couldn't even finish it. Lisa said no before. Hey, how you doing, Miss Tool? Would you be what? No. Everybody say no?
No, that's
These
just
people
not
are making
normal.
good money.
You don't even know what that foot been
utterly, it's preserved.
Right, Lasha.
Could have been a Civil War foot, a slave person's toe.
Who cares?
I'm trying to get somebody else to do it.
She playing devil's advocate
because I won't do it, but I would enjoy watching somebody else. I would advocate for this thing all night at this. If I was here,
would you do it?
No,
right.
I don't want the water to
advocate.
I can't drink out of a wet glass. You know dang well I can't drink that.
Oh, but the glass.
Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why. Before we go to commercial break, this is why, y'all. Listen, when I was young, real quick, my sister and them used to smoke all the time. You know, back in the day, and it was a Sprite bottle, and I thought I was being slick, and I picked up her Sprite bottle, and a cheese doodle was in it. And it hit me on my lip when I drank. I thought it was a cigarette because they always put the butts in the mouth. But the point is, it doesn't matter. Listen, I'm sorry. We'll be back. I'm sorry.
Rachel said she got bills.
We'll be right back. Stay tuned. We got some bills. We'll be right back.
Ladies, are you in need of the best quality hair extensions, a cute outfit, or that perfect pair of shades? Pink Ice Products can cover you from head to toe, from flawless weaves to apparel. Visit us online at pinkiceproducts.bigcartel.com. We're located at 3000 Old Alabama Road, 119-303, Alpharetta, Georgia. Or give us a call at 470-488-6484. Come on in and check out Pink Ice Products today.
Check out this flashback from Talk Lately with Monty only on BeExposedRadio.com.
Hello, how you doing?
Hey, what's going on?
Not much. What's going on with you?
All is well. I was just talking. I heard you talking about the climate and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you think is like signs of the time?
Yeah, it could be.
No, it's not signs. I don't believe God is a woman. She ain't coming back no time soon. She's taking her time.
I like your thinking. She's a woman.
Say it again.
I said I like your thinking. She's a woman. She's smart.
Yeah, she's a woman. Women won't take their time. The thing is, you shouldn't be ready for God to come back. You should just get yourself ready. Period.
True. Be prepared.
Always.
I gotta make sure I go buy a boat this weekend then, because these floods ain't no joke.
Buy a boat. It ain't gonna flood the city. If it do flood the city, maybe it wash away some of this crime.
But look, I live in Federal Hill. I live right next to the water. I'm next.
Okay, well that's fine. That's fine. You be next. You buy your boat. Federal Hill need to go down anyway. Trailer trash down. It's been down there for years. I don't understand why black people would move to Federal Hill. That's where they was hanging people at.
Cause it's better. What?
Hello?
Yeah, I gotta go to break. I thank you for your call, though.
Don't thank me. Thank them white people you live next door to.
I will as soon as I get home to make sure she swept up front because I'm on it.
You better hope they ain't got no damn rope in their backyard because they hanging us.
Oh gosh, in Federal Hill, we don't have no trees.
They're gonna hang you from the porch. There ain't gotta be no trees.
A porch. All right, thank you. Damn, they hanging us. We'll be right back.
All this and much more every Tuesday at 7 p.m. on Talk Lately with Money.
You
Only
are
on
listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
We are back. We had to compose ourselves, though. We had to get it together. Warren, you said, is it vodka, tequila, or cognac? A Russian, Mexican, or a Frenchman's toe? So you would drink the drink if it had a Russian, a Mexican, or a Frenchman's toe. I'm not going to do any of those. I need an American toe because I feel like I need to stay loyal if I'm going to try this.
Wow.
I did Russians, Mexicans, French. I just feel like it could have been torture. In my mind, this could have went anyway.
It could have been torture with an American toe.
It could have been, but the likelihood, they got the sign to say got frostbite. So in my mind, the American gave willingly of their toe. If you tell me it's a Russian toe, immediately to me it's going to be connected to torture.
I feel bad for the people who swallow those toes because they got to poop that out.
Well, everybody didn't swallow.
And they got to pay $500.
They only no, it's $2,500 now. Since the last boy did it as a gag, as a.
It's gonna cut them on the way out though. That's gonna be nasty.
I mean, you don't know if they enjoy going in. Could be win-win for everybody.
No,
but listen, okay, we was talking about the sour toe. But listen, let me be clear. That was only supposed to be the first few minutes of the show.
It's
this
been the
has
last
been the sour toe cocktail. But we're not gonna do it. At the end of the day, there's a drink with a human toe in it. It's called the sour toe cocktail.
In Canada.
And Canada. And the question on the floor was, would you give it a go? You don't not supposed to swallow it though.
But it's still in your drink, so you swallowing it.
But it's preserved. It was in. It's drained of all bodily fluids, all blood, everything is gone, and it's been preserved in.
It's still DNA though.
I don't know.
Right. So if all the body fluids are taken out of it properly, who does that? The mortician.
All of the logistics.
So that's what I'm saying, though. They said they hard to come by.
Well, no, don't listen to her. She wants us to go to morgues and steal toes.
No, I didn't say
steal on how to go.
I said pay for them.
Where did the toe come from?
Well, they have an ad out.
Dead
the ad
people.
is out for toes. They say
They keep
you'll
the
be
bodies
immortalized.
on ice anyway.
So if you want to give up your toe, like the bar owner said when he died, he's giving up all of his toes and fingers.
Well, they good for a couple decades.
I don't know. That's an expensive toe. You right. But listen, we're done with the toe. Everybody, most people said no. No, I think it's more like you want to be a part of the.
And you get paperwork.
Yeah. And you get a certificate of completion.
If you
like you went through
but
school.
you can't swallow it. But then you got to touch your lip. And I went the whole spiel about why that won't work for me. I'm still traumatized. But we'll talk later.
Over a cheese doodle.
Don't judge me. Because you didn't have the experience that I had. You didn't have a wet cheese doodle hit your lip the way it did mine. And the assumption that it was a cigarette butt.
In a Sprite bottle.
In a Sprite bottle.
To this day, when have you, and you have known me all my life, have you ever seen me drink out of a can?
No.
I don't do, if I can't see completely through that, I want no parts. I'm so scared. I'm serious. The only way is if I get a can, I gotta pour it out. Or I have to buy them myself and like drink it all. If I sit this can down, it's a wrap.
Hey, Shannon.
A whole wrap. But anyway, that's not what we're talking about. Right now, we're talking about, you
therapy.
Always trying to get somebody in therapy about their past.
That's done on a second floor.
There's a story there. It's an underlying condition. No, I just drank.
All right,
wet cheese
skin deep.
Skin Deep. Yes, Mr. Burton. Mr. Burton, as I said, explored the series where he would take ex-gang members and he would... now, I'm just learning that he did not physically remove the tattoos. He did, I think he said, over 400 hours of digital remaster stuff so that the ex-cons could see themselves without tattoos. But there are programs who do do that. So it was more of the initial seeing it, and then it was more of the psyche behind it, where the ex-cons could kind of see themselves and see if this is a way that they wanted to go. Supposedly it was very emotional, and that they said it was like it removed barriers. It removed the fact that that's the first thing, the stigma that went along with the, you know, when you see the gang members immediately, it moved that. But by them the effort was for another person. The removing of that was so that they can see how this will work well with being out in the community. But once the ex-gang members themselves saw themselves, it changed their own mind, and then they highlighted how other people's perception of you have so much influence over how you see yourself. So
that's deep right there.
Yeah, it was really deep.
Floor stuff right there.
Are you drunk too, sir?
No.
I don't drink at all.
No, but I thought it was important because my question is why I don't do the tattoos thing. You got tattoos, so I was like, do you have tattoos? Yeah, you do. Do you have tattoos?
Maybe.
Okay, I'm not gonna do it. Why would you? But till you have tattoos 9 times out of 10, if you're saying maybe, it was supposed to be like a fun thing, like it's something that you decided to do. But you have to, like, you, and I know you do tattoos based on where you are in life. Yes, Lisha, that's Myron. Why would people want to wear their paint? Like, why would you want to paint yourself for that? Like, even when with the gang members and stuff, when they do, supposedly when they kill somebody or something like that, they get the teardrop.
The teardrop.
You are not going to brand me, especially not for something like that.
For, like, if somebody dies, you don't have to be a gang member, but you know the code. If somebody dies, you still can get one. But I think if somebody dies, is an empty tear. But if it fills up, if you fill it up, I think that's when you've actually killed somebody.
And I would not. Why would you want to put that on your face?
I'm about to say, I don't think that specifically. I mean, I get that part of it, but you can go out and get 10 tears on your face if you want. That don't mean you kill somebody. It's not a rule to say you got to get it.
But that's what they've already branded it as.
For the rapper who wanted to speed up the process,
they'd be like, "I'm hard,
right?
I'm hardcore." But then, you know, you gotta own up to this thing on your face, or at least, let's say, if you want it, then you're in that life to some extent. Like you said, intimidation, but intimidation gonna meet you one day. Somebody gonna put that in your hand and be like, "I thought you was, you know, about that life," and I'm gonna be like, "Sir, I was misinformed."
They don't.
Somebody told me this teardrop was for choir rehearsal. I don't know. I'm just saying. I cannot understand for the life of me why somebody would want to. I get maybe the intimidation, but why not with a story? Like, you know,
it's a story. I killed somebody.
But I'm not gonna put that on my back. Like, what if you go to jail? Police know that too. Police know that that's what that means.
Well, that's that's somebody else's culture. Like, that's a culture in of itself. So most times you see them, that means somebody that they loved died. When they're filled in, that means they did it, or revenge has already happened.
Well, that died in their family or in like their gang family.
It could be right. It could be either way.
Well, you would just usually do like
because the gang is considered their family, so it would probably be all in the same.
Yeah. And then it's all how you going to interpret it anyway. So,
well, for them, it was very emotional. I'm sorry, Lisha, you said swipe right. What do you mean? I don't get it.
Swipe right. Watch what happens.
Swipe the screen right.
Okay, then I can't see nothing.
She wanted to display what you wrote.
No, she probably gonna get real deep in with it.
Oh, okay. Well,
swipe the page right. Oh, okay.
I'm sorry. Well, at the end of the day, it was emotional for them. And one thing that stood out for me, one of the guys said when he saw himself. First of all, one guy said that he hadn't seen himself without the tattoos in decades. Like that is so permanent. Like, you put that stuff, and these people were covered. like your whole face, like they covered.
Mhm.
That's it.
Even their skull.
And the I don't understand what she's saying. I don't get it. I don't understand what she means. I can't imagine covering myself up. If I'm gonna put like a veil or whatever, like the Muslims put that stuff over their face, as long as I can take it off at night and see me. Like, are you mean to tell me that for the rest of my life I'm gonna see all this drawing? I can't do it. I mean,
but now they do have tattoo artists that go over it with something different.
That's even worse. Now I can't do it.
You
I
can
don't
get
like
tattoos removed though.
Yeah, but
it's
it costs
expensive.
twice as much to get them off than it does to get them on.
Well, that's the reason why I guess this guy did a simulation and not actually had it removed, and it still did the job for the guys as far as them seeing themselves.
By foundation.
For the foundation?
Whole
Well,
lot
not
of
for your whole entire body.
They make stuff for that now,
Yeah.
so you can go to job interviews and you can.
I did see that,
and it's washable, like it doesn't come off.
One of the guys said he looked like his son, and I thought that meant a lot because if you haven't seen yourself, most of the time people say my kids, I kind of vicariously live through them. I see myself through my children, but like, why would you want to cover up your entire identity? Like, this is the first. Then you want to feel some kind of way when somebody feels threatened, when they see you and feel like they want to clench their pocketbook or something like that. You just said you did it for intimidation. Now that's for the rest of your life. I can't see that being a forever decision. That's all I'm saying.
None on my face, so I can't do
Yeah,
God allows you.
I mean, have you made decisions in your teens and your 20s that you wasn't
but these
thinking
were
about in your
teens. These
30s?
were some of these guys were they were constantly building on
but
it.
they started at some point.
Yeah, I mean,
started at some.
Well, that's
young
why I don't
stage.
have a tattoo at all. And that's why I asked them, because they have tattoos. But I mean, they have it's on random places. It's not covering up there.
I'm not gonna do my face. That's just.
You ain't about that
all
life.
this gorgeousness being covered up with that.
Oh my goodness.
She ain't about that life.
So, so I thought it was deep, but there is projects attached to it. So y'all should look him up. His name is Steve Burton, and he's doing it's really, really good. If you go back to the video that I post to kind of push the show, you'll see the picture, and you can go and look at the before and after pictures of, I think it's like 10 or more gang members, and it is amazing to see the before and after. And I would prefer you find his video and pull it up, because to see their response, I can't articulate that, to see how they responded, but it was really, really good. Right, they look. That's the one thing they said. They look much younger. Like, literally, it's amazing how just drawing on that pain and erasing that, it just made them look lighter. Like, it just literally took away the hurt. I know the story is still there, but that being the first thing that you see, it's like with that on their face, by being so visible, they constantly relive that every time they, just woke up. It was a part of their day. But you remove that, I think it's easier to heal. When that's my...
Or hide it.
Or hide it. Well, I say heal because when you don't have to being faced with it every single day, it'll help. Time helps heal. So if you're not, as soon as you wake up in the morning and you stretch, I'm hitting the face with somebody I killed. I don't see that as being.
I mean, a lot of people get tattoos as a reminder, so they won't forget where they came from.
And that's what they were probably doing. But then at some point in time in life, they wanted to forget where they came from.
To each his own, I guess.
Yeah, you're right. But it worked for them. It's a really good documentary. I don't know how many of you saw the situation with the young girl that was going over to her friend's house in Bronx, and she had hot water poured on her, boiling water poured. She was a little 11-year-old, and the girl who poured the hot water on her was a 12-year-old. So I'm reading, and the thing that made me mad about the story, I don't know where I put it at, is the fact that the 12-year-old that poured the boiling water on her had been bullying her for quite some time prior. Now, somebody explain to me, because I'm a mother, maybe you can explain to me, because you're a mother, Dad, why you would send your daughter to a house of a bully.
Did she even say that the girl was bullying her? Did she?
I'm not sure. I can't say that. Maybe that's what it is.
Maybe she thought, well, maybe they want to make amends, and
you ain't standing night over there,
right? You're not staying on night.
No, right.
I'm sorry. Supposedly, you remember when we did the show about media, and I'm gonna keep going back to that because that is where a lot of this is coming from. Parents are not checking kids' phones. They're not checking to see what they're looking at. And there's a game. We were talking about that game. There was the Blue Whale, which was the kids going to commit suicide. Well, this game is that's the whole thing. Watch the show. I'm serious. No, I'm serious. It's a whole. You need to watch it because that's a real serious game. But this game, it was supposed to mirror the ice bucket challenge. You know, we always trying to find the new way to, you know, hype up a game. So this was supposed to mirror that, and it was the exact opposite contrast. Instead of jumping or throwing ice water, you now throwing boiling hot water.
But when she sleep though?
She was asleep. And supposedly there was something that had taken place earlier in the day. And the little 12-year-old told her she was going to get her back when she went to sleep. Wow. See, this is where you got to train your kids. Don't take stuff like that for a joke. Like, you don't close your eyes with threats lingering in the air. Like, I just don't. Like, back in the day when we was kids, the threat was toothpaste at most. Maybe a little bit of mayonnaise or something in your mouth. Whoever fall asleep first. Like, little syrup or something. Mm-hmm. I mean, Von Teese and them will throw a bucket of water on you in a minute. But, I mean, it ain't boiling. I'm not sure what the actual temperature is of the water, but it ain't going to kill you. This baby had blisters on her hands, her necks. I mean, her neck. Nice. But her hands. I'm sorry.
Terrible.
Her hand, her neck, her shoulder, and her chest. And but supposedly she's doing her Jamanisha. I could not pronounce her name. That was what it was. Jamanisha. Can you pronounce it? No.
No, I'm sorry. I didn't. What's the name?
I can't. Jamanisha. Jamanisha. Jamoniesz. Merritt. Baby girl. We're going to stick with baby girl. That's right, Lisa. Parents are not parenting. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm not laughing at the baby. But look, let me tell you why I can laugh. Because she's doing well. Mm-hmm. And they said that she's still in good spirits. They hadn't shown her the extent of her wounds for a few days. Right. While the blisters were there and all that, they wouldn't let her see herself. But now, I mean, she pink. The blisters are gone, but she's pink.
The other girl tried to hurt herself, right?
Yeah. Later on, I guess after all of the news and all that, she tried to commit suicide. That's what I'm saying. Wow. You know, with these. And I'm not blaming the parents in this situation. I'm saying that I don't understand why you would send a child to a bully's house. I don't know that part.
They was, like you said, did you know they were a bully?
I'm not sure. I mean, that's what it is now. That's what's in the news now. I'm not sure if the mother knew or not. But the 12-year-old is being charged with felony assault as a juvenile, though. I never is it felony assault as a juvenile?
Obviously.
Well, it's up to the judge to try them as an adult or not.
Okay. All right. We're gonna go to commercial break. When we come back, we're gonna get into the.
What's her name?
What do you want to call? I can't. Baby girl. Her name is Baby Girl.
Can I see the name?
Jamanisha. What's it? I can't. We're gonna get into the protest in Charlottesville when we come back. Stay tuned. You want to look at the name?
Yes. Thank you.
Ladies, are you in need of the best quality hair extensions, a cute outfit, or that perfect pair of shades? Pink Ice products can cover you from head to toe, from flawless weaves to apparel. Visit us online at pinkiceproducts.bigcartel.com. We're located at 3000 Old Alabama Road, 119-303, Alpharetta, Georgia. Or give us a call at 470-488-6484. Come on in and check out Pink Ice products today.
Man, it is what it is. Man, it is what it is. Well, it is what it is.
This Fly T Miles, also known as Tyree Miles, and Mr. Miles the writer.
Hip Hop K, check us out every Friday on Be Exposed Radio at 9/11.
Coming to y'all soon.
Check out this flashback of the Artist Exchange Radio Show on BeExposedRadio.com.
So we're going to get a little bit into the album with Miss Amira and learn the basis of it, the Banji soul of it all. So let us know, first of all, what is Banji soul?
Banji soul is basically just real. It's real soul. It's real. It's not cut down. It's not watered down. It's, you know, how as hot as it came off of my mind and my heart. That's what it is. And a lot of the times I get a little tangy, you know, tangy, bangy, ratchet, whatever, how you like to put it, classify it, but I like to say bangy, you know, because I'm classy.
Bangy is a little classier.
It's a little classier. That's got your pinky up.
Right.
You got your pinky up with that.
Okay, we got to keep the bees, the bougie, the banji.
Yeah.
Right.
So she's created her own lane, Banji Soul. So let us know what how that is covered in the album that released on the 9th of this month, right?
Yes. Well, I did it to a number of industry tracks, including like the Beatles come together, and I did a Lindsay Lohan joint. You remember the Confessions of a Broken Heart?
Okay.
And a lot of stuff I aimed to like change the theme that was originated, or just to. It was my therapy.
Okay.
It was my therapy.
So that's why this is a mixtape.
Yes.
Okay, because you did a lot of remakes. Okay, I got you. The Artist Exchange Radio Show every Friday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Every Saturday, 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. Real artist, real talk, real live.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Everybody, check out what you missed on the one and only Be Inspired Radio Show. So, since we're talking about the book, can you give people a synopsis of what the book is, and what's the name of the book again, and then what it's about?
The name of the book is From Trial to Afflictions. More than one, because there were more than one afflictions.
Yes.
The book is talking about, actually, it's my life story. And I have to add in there that when that prophet told me, he said, tell your story, write the story. He said, and God said, tell your addiction. Now, see, I'm not going to tell the addiction because you have to get the book to read it. But it was about deliverance. It was about all the, trials and tribulations we go through. People that come into our life, even people that come to try and break you down or draw you down so that you can't stand for God or worship Him through your situation, because that's the adversary using them. We have to know that. But through it all, I was still praying and fasting. I needed help from God. I really did. I needed help from God to see me through. And for anyone that's going through, I say that this book is about different afflictions.
Yes.
Going through them, how you get through them. And I had a sister pushing me too, praying for me. I thank God for that again.
Yes.
But it also talks about deliverance. There is deliverance in the process.
Yes.
And you have to be willing to see yourself first, to know that you need deliverance.
Tune in to Be Inspired every Wednesday live at 7 p.m. right here on BeExposedRadio.com.
This is Tyree Miles, also known as Mr. Miles the Writer on Instagram, Fly T Miles.
Hip Hop K, that's Hip Hop Kzar. Hip Hop K on IG, hip_hop_K.
Oh look, we coming to y'all with this new show called It Is What It Is, where we come with views, y'all.
And it's coming on every Friday, 9 to 11. Check us out.
Make sure y'all get with us. We'll be talking about any and everything, because it is what it is.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Y'all, we are back. We are back, and they are laughing.
Before the commercial break, we started talking about the protest in Charlottesville, and I always, for whatever reason, get ready to say Charleston. I'm not sure why. Let me tell you, I avoided looking at anything about this when it first happened. I just didn't want, at this point, I'm kind of tired of this. It's like the same argument. You know how when a bully keep messing with the same person after a while, and they be like, "Oh, such and such about to fight." Such I'm like, again, I'm not staying after school for that. I'm getting on my bus. Like one of those type of thing. I'm sick of seeing the same fight. Who voted for Trump?
People who tired of watching it, those people.
Oh, well, I didn't vote for Trump, but I mean,
either.
like, I made sure, and I went back and did like this and went down the line just to make sure I didn't check off the wrong box.
You're taking too long in the box.
I don't care. I took my time, and they tried it. It was a horrible election. But anyway, we're not going to talk about that. I didn't want to really see any of this. I wasn't interested. So I just didn't want to see it. But then it became a brawl, like it became a thing, you know. And then finally, so I started sharing the videos because I was like, well, I'll go back and I'll look at it later on. This is what made me watch when 45, as we call them, finally got on and started to talk about the alt-right and the alt-left.
There's no alt-left, though.
I know, but I don't like to feel stupid. So I was like, well, what is, I ain't never heard. I didn't even hear of the alt-right, truth be told. But I definitely, in the way he referred to the alt-left when he was talking to the news, who he called the fake news, he said it like it wasn't real. He said it like, well, since you called it the alt-left and blah, 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 blah. So I was like, well, what do you mean, since you called it? If that's what it is, that's what it is. So I looked it up. And I saw that, you know, the alt-right was like an alternative group. But the alt-left is a made-up term. Right. So this is what made me mad.
The alt-right?
The alt-right is not necessarily a made-up term. It's just a lingo used for an alternative group. But the point is, if I'm the president and you make up a term like the alt-left, I'm not going to follow suit because you just made, if that be the case. Like, I'm the president. Like, I stopped watching the video and went back to look because I was irritated, and I'm just a citizen. Like, you know, how do you continue that conversation and continue to use terminology?
Well, he don't care, though.
That is made
He's
up.
going to say whatever. He had to say something, and he just figured he going to say probably the safest thing for him.
He still has a PR person that helps him to spin things, and they double talk. Just to confuse you. Just to, like,
they are in the business of confusion.
No, they doing a good job for him.
And you know,
I'm about to say, everybody he hired, he fired almost.
Well, he ain't going to fire his PR person, because that's the person that's giving him these dumb ideas.
What, giving them the ideas or trying to validate the foolishness
helping
that
them
he
to
said?
spin everything.
Well, he looking for people that's loyal to him instead of loyal to the actual job
country.
position. Yeah.
Well, here's what Lisha said. He created a hate group to counter the white supremacists.
And that's pretty much it. Yeah, that whole both sides thing. I'm like,
let me tell you, that made me so mad because this is how I feel. By him responding, he had already responded. It was a delayed response. It was like 2 days later that he supposedly responded, right?
Yeah.
What he said, and don't treat me out. What he said, I would have accepted what he said 2 days ago. When they first walked in to protest. I agree. Everybody has a right to their own opinion.
Mm-hmm.
I agree. Everybody has a right to protest. He said they had a permit. You're absolutely right. So I wouldn't have no problem with what he said 2 days ago. But when you have
was real.
the outlash the way you had, when you have the pandemonium the way that it was, and then you come back and say, but they had a permit. That's what sent me
died, though.
Right. There was not only a lady died, two pilots died. The plane went down. We'll be right back. We just started this conversation. We'll be back in I think it's 2 minutes for this break. Stay tuned. We're just getting started.
Yeah.
Check out this flashback from Talk Lately with Money only on BeExposedRadio.com.
Hello, how you doing?
Hey, what's going on?
Not much. What's going on with you?
All is well. I was just talking. I heard you talking about the climate and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you think is like signs of the time?
Yeah, it could be.
No, it's not signs. I don't believe God is a woman. She ain't coming back no time soon. She's taking her time.
I like your thinking. She's a woman.
Say it again.
I said I like your thinking. She's a woman. She's smart.
Yeah, she's a woman. You know, women won't take their time. The thing is, you shouldn't be ready for God to come back. You should just get yourself ready. Period.
True. Be prepared.
Always.
I gotta make sure I go buy a boat this weekend then, because these floods ain't no joke.
Buy a boat.
Yeah.
It ain't gonna flood the city. If it do flood the city, maybe it wash away some of this crime.
But look, I live in Federal Hill. I live right next to the water. I'm next.
Okay, well that's fine. That's fine. You be next. You buy your boat. Federal Hill need to go down anyway. Bunch of trailer trash down. It's been down there for years. I don't understand why black people will move to Federal Hill. That's where they was hanging people at.
Cause it's better. What?
Hello?
Yeah, I gotta go to break. I thank you for your call though.
Don't thank me. Thank them white people you live next door to.
I will as soon as I get home to make sure she swept up front because I'm on it.
Perfect. You better hope they ain't got no damn rope in their backyard because they hanging us.
Oh gosh! In Federal Hill, we don't have no trees.
They gonna hang you from the porch. It ain't gotta be no tree.
Oh, porch. All right. Thank you. Damn, they hanging us. We'll be right back.
All this and much more every Tuesday at 7 p.m. on Talk Lately with Money. Only on BeExposedRadio.com.
The Artist Exchange Radio Show every Friday 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. every Saturday 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. Real artist, real talk, real live on BeExposedRadio.com. As busy as you are, because they're good at itemizing their time and they actually have a passion for what they do. One of the biggest lessons that I learned, I get to say this on Weird, was finding people who are not only interested in doing what you need to get done, but people who have a passion for it, because that will eliminate the idea of people just working for a paycheck. Right. Because when people sign up for a paycheck, we all had jobs where we slacked off, where we stole away in a little storage room.
Fell asleep.
Thank you.
I saw a meme the other day that had Bart Simpson and the little boy with the glasses. I didn't watch the show, so don't be mad at me. Don't send me no daggum messages. The little boy with the glass, Millhouse, that was his name. He's showing him a cave, and it says, when you're asked to show around the new coworker, and it says, this is where I come to cry. Cool.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
We're back. Thank you so much for staying with us. Before the commercial break, we were talking about the protest in Charlottesville, Virginia, and Lisha said that the protesters protest at the young lady's memorial service. I didn't know that.
One of the young ladies that died?
Well, it was only the one young lady that died. And as I was saying, the other two pilots that flew they was a state police they flew the helicopter and they crashed. Supposedly they don't see any part about they said it doesn't seem like any foul play. They're still investigating how the crash took place. But they were there, I guess, just maybe recording or whatever, overseeing what was going on. From what everybody is saying, the police kind of just been looking. They ain't doing much of anything. Rachel,
because they probably part of it.
Rachel said she don't usually talk about politics or anything because she don't understand, and she feel everything is crooked. All she have to say is that she think the whole thing is a big distraction from what's really going on. I asked her what was going on. Her response is, North Korea and us are going to war. Was on
North Korea backed off. So.
They did?
Yeah, they backed off on that.
The country is in turmoil. You know what? The sad thing is, this is what I said earlier. There is no hiding anymore under this administration. No. It's like everything is in your face. Yep. You assume that they are they're right in your face. This racism is in your face. The fact that 45 got up here and tried to pacify the death of these people and all of this fighting is in your face. The fact that his winery is in this state is in your face. It's not hidden.
Did he even acknowledge the fact that
he did? Supposedly, Lisha said he kept. I believe it was Lisha I was talking to. He kept saying, this is a great state and my winery is here. I didn't hear him say anything because at that time, I think that's when he had to speak, and he was talking about there's bad people on both sides, which is like, dude, like I don't care. If there's, but at the end of the day, somebody did something wrong. They had the permit, as you said, Nate. Yes, they did, but they also the people who opposed it had a right to come and say no. They had a right to oppose your protest, the same way anybody else come in and say that
It's supposed to be like the free speech area of the college, right? That's what's supposed to be held at.
I'm not sure where it was held.
I believe is what they say. It's like the free speech. It has their own little section of the campus, I believe, for free speech or whatever, which is fine. I don't have the issue with that. And then you got the guys that go there with guns and with the intent to do something because they already premeditating something happening. They already pre-thinking something's going to happen. For me, I think it's a stupid issue for this whole with the statue thing. The statue was invoked. I mean, it was put there to invoke fear into black people for what Robbie Lee, I believe it is. For Robbie Lee, everybody know that, but they want to downplay like it's not an issue. It's a big issue. It's a serious issue.
Well, I'm not sure if everybody knows this or not. I thought I said it on air before, but I don't do statues at all. So I don't care if it was a good statue, a bad statue. I wouldn't be there for the conversation. What I would be there for is the removal of it, because as we did here in Baltimore, that's why I love my city. They took them down while everybody was asleep.
I just don't agree with
I love it.
She wasn't playing. She wasn't
It
having that.
doesn't. But people just wanted a check in her book because she messed up airframe. So that's all that was.
She messed up airframe?
Yeah,
What'd she do?
she redesigned it to be more foolish. So anyway, I don't agree with them being pulled down. I mean, I'm not saying that they were doing any good or bad, but pulling them down does not change the fact that people are racist.
No, no.
Pulling them down does not, because in that case we got to pull the White House down. We got to pull down every monument in D.C. and every major.
You know, the
city.
White House was
Everything.
built by black people.
Like everything needs to come down.
There's nothing new.
They wasn't just black people; they were slaves. So all
Right.
that needs to come down if we're going to just go and do a false swoop on all. You know,
But I
Confederate
think it was more of a preventative thing. I think that she was trying to prevent what she saw in Virginia.
No, I don't think that.
There had to be, but there had to be
like some
her
of the-
conversation,
some of it,
because she had
Yeah,
to,
some
the
people
city
supported it
council
around.
had to approve that.
Right.
So they had to be a reason for approval, not because she was like, just go ahead, take them down.
You
It
already
wasn't
had
that,
the
you know.
riot, so you don't want to have
She
this
didn't
now.
want more
You
riots.
can have. I mean,
her watch.
No, she needed something to say she did something. That's a like you can put any reason on a piece of paper and pass it on to the city council and say this is why I want this to happen. But I know why she really did it. She just needed good PR in this moment.
Well, it worked for her.
Yeah.
Because listen, I ain't seen her do nothing. I don't even know what happened with Airframe. Only conversation I hear about her
It
is
didn't
when Monty
happen.
keep calling her a bowl or something like that. That's the only thing I've ever seen. I'm serious. I'm really serious. That's all I don't have no idea.
A bowl?
That's what he called
Because
her.
this was her pulling them down was less about. I mean, I'm quite sure she did not want a riot on her watch like the past mayor had.
I told you.
She didn't want that on her watch, but it really just that serves no purpose because there's still other Confederate statues around the
Well,
city.
that's what 45 is saying. 45 is
Right.
like, well, what about this one? You want to take this one down?
the
You gonna take
Washington
that one down?
Monument that's coming down.
Take them all down. Well, that's out of my
yeah.
fear. That probably has nothing to do with the actual.
Yeah,
reason
but
for
that's
why I
not
do it.
going.
I don't
That's
wanna-
not going to prevent a riot. That's going to
No,
prevent.
but
one
I can
side from wanting to
understand
riot.
why a person would, especially based on Baltimore's history and the fact they just had to call
The
in.
Washington Monument isn't a Confederate monument. It's a monument to the first president. So
Who
there's
was a
difference.
slave owner,
Was a slave owner, but there's a difference. He was also a president.
but he also was a slave owner. I'm just saying, if that is what
They
for
don't
what the
have
people
45
are opposed
statues, though.
Lasha said, "You sound like Trump."
I don't. What you mean sound like?
That's
Trump?
what she said. Lasha said, "Wait, Nick, you sound like Trump." But then she
No.
put, at first she agreed with you, so you must have been going strong.
But
when you left.
I just
Even
don't.
though he was a slave owner, he was against the Confederacy.
While he still owned slaves, he was convinced he was against the Confederacy that wanted to do exactly
It's
what
not
he
a
was doing.
Confederate monument. That's what I'm getting.
But he was doing the same thing that they were trying to win over the country for. He wasn't trying to abolish slavery.
Did they put the statue somewhere else? Let's meet in the middle. Like, let's take them
What
from
did
out
they
the
do with
middle
it?
and put them in a museum or something for those who want.
I don't think they're going to destroy the monument.
They gonna put them
Okay.
somewhere else, though.
Yeah, I
That's
think
Right,
they'll
that's what I'm
leave it there.
saying.
Smithsonian in the basement.
Rachel said, I believe you had posted about that earlier. You said, in her opinion, the money should have been spent. The money spent should have went towards the schools and helping the homeless or
How
other
about that?
better
Yeah,
causes
they
in
ain't
the
gonna do
city.
that. Yeah, it sounds good on when you put it down, but realistically, you want it to happen, but that's not gonna happen.
But it's surprising they
I want that
always
to
have
happen.
money to do stuff like this,
Right.
but they don't have that same money to put into the school system. Or to
But
the
that's not
city.
fair because there's a budget for schools.
There's a budget
Right.
for
And there's
removing
a
Confederate
that probably
statues.
fell under like miscellaneous.
No,
Because
but
I'm pretty
the
sure
whole
they're not like,
reasoning
let's
to
just put
having
this money up
lottery
just in
on
case we got removed
Sundays-
statues.
The whole reasoning for having lottery on Sundays, back in the day, remember they didn't have it.
It's for miscellaneous?
It was
Apparently,
all the money
apparently.
the state was supposed to raise for the lottery on Sundays was supposed to go towards the school systems.
And
it
Raven
never
Stadium was supposed
happened.
to go towards the school system.
What was?
Raven Stadium.
Yeah.
They hire a lot of schools.
I mean, that was just my I don't see how removing the statue is going to solve a problem.
It's
not. No, I don't.
It's
I don't
just
think
gonna
that's
dim
the case.
down
I
that
will
riot.
say that's what I said. Casino money. I thought the casino money was for the schools too.
Yeah, the casino. Yep. Because the city put into building that, just like they put into
Didn't they
building
say
both of those
Trump
stadiums.
owns some of that property over there off near Westport?
Trump probably own this paper. I don't know what he owns.
Well, that's probably how they got that new facility that they built in down with what's it Under
Armour?
Okay.
I don't think so.
I don't think.
Let's go ahead.
I'm just saying. I think that her goal, and it might not have been her ultimate goal. But I think that it was more so about trying to prevent another riot because it don't take much for Baltimore to want to jump in on this double dutch. Okay, they're going to want to.
I think,
they're looking for reasons.
I don't think it's going to happen in Baltimore because I don't really see the KKK coming here and posting up.
Well, we got just as much KKK here that they
They over at Federal Hill with
but they ain't going to come.
As you heard on his show,
for them to not like black people or
There's
anybody that's not
Brooklyn,
white,
too.
they're not going to come in our areas and post up and do that whole white power thing. You know that. Everybody in here know that.
Well, they don't have to do that. They're going to not give you a loan, or they're not going to let you into the school, or they're not going to give you certain things. Like we're looking for people in sheets. And they're not in sheets.
They're not. You just saw them with the tiki torch.
Well, yeah, they did it on Coppin. They ain't gonna do that at Coppin, and they ain't gonna do that on Morgan.
Well, they two safe spots then, so everybody go to Morgan or Coppin.
That's what I'm saying.
Go ahead, because Morgan going. I bet you they get a ticket if
they
nothing else. Because
Towson.
Morgan don't. They will ticket. They better be
already
walking.
happened in Towson. There have been nooses hung from people's dorm doors. There have been.
Did they show who did it though?
They know who did it. When I went there for a
Virginia?
semester, they had nigga go home on a couple black people's dorm room.
At Morgan?
No, at Towson. I didn't know. No, that would never happen.
I'm saying like, is it like were they like out there like these people was in was it
No, they wasn't. They wasn't. They just
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. They
You saying they're not going to organize and be bold enough to?
They ain't gonna do what they did in this place that just happened, Charlottesville. They ain't gonna do the same thing here. They not.
No, because there's no black people in
Everybody on Facebook saying the joint KKK, you're more than welcome to come
That's
here.
That's what Lisha just put.
Snacks or waffle snacks will be there and all that mess. They want them to come here and do that.
Like you said, that's how it's
But a lot of them do.
So Michelle said we should take.
That was a real thing. They had snacks at Mondawmin.
No. Somebody put a post out and said, KKK, you're more than welcome to come to Baltimore. Snacks will be provided. Like they're not coming here and posting up and doing none of that.
What
snacks?
None of
them gonna make it out here.
What snacks they gonna feed the KKK? I'm interested in that menu list. I'm not catering.
They're gonna feed us some snacks.
Don't ask me to cater.
We all going. We're gonna meet at Fridays.
They're going to hot wings.
At the Fridays at Mondawmin?
Yeah, happy hour. Happy hour.
Chips and dip.
That's funny. I need to see that. Tag me in that, please.
Michelle commented that we need to take the miscellaneous fund and put it towards the education budget.
Absolutely.
But then what's going to happen when you have a miscellaneous
but it
situation?
Kills me
I mean, what is miscellaneous? Getting lip gloss for Almair, like paying for her like dry cleaning. Like what is miscellaneous?
No, she got her own budget.
No,
probably.
She has our budget.
It's sad when our kids think quarter of or quarter after is 25 minutes past the hour.
What's that got to do with the miscellaneous?
They need to put it towards the education.
I think that parents need to kind of take some responsibility for that too. Now, I will say, we got to step it up. We put a lot of emphasis on the schools.
You do. If you work, you do that already.
What?
Your taxes.
Okay. But I'm talking about taking responsibility for So wait a minute, our taxes go to what? It don't go to. That's not.
A portion of them go to the school. So whatever zone you're paying taxes in, that's the school. That's why they're claiming they're closing down schools because everybody's renting their property. Nobody owns it. So the tax money from those.
I wouldn't want to own nothing in this city anyway. Yeah.
And then y'all just got them new trash cans. So
yeah, right. And guess what? The rats can eat right through them.
I just saw a sign out in the river that they come and they spray for that.
What they spray?
What they spray?
Let me tell. I took comfort in that. What you're not going to take that from me. You're not going to take that from me.
I'm just saying.
I was excited when I saw that sign. I thought
we're going to break it down for you.
Right.
They not rat free.
Y'all got feel my
saying they spray for rats.
No,
they spray for
which
rodents,
is fine.
That's fine, but the
Middle River, they're rodents. In Middle River, these are rats.
You are not going to take away from me.
Did you say you live in a sewer system?
I'm just saying. If you got silver
I saw the sign
you want to have rats.
with a date and a time.
What the sign say,
We
Keisha?
will be spraying the ouch.
You know, if it makes you
The
feel better,
community,
then that's
That's
fine.
what makes
for
you
rodents.
sleep better at night.
But everybody in Baltimore City, if you can walk down the street and see a drain, guess what? You can
I let
have
my
rats
drain.
in
It's a
there.
drain right by my back door.
There you go. Guess what?
But I ain't seen a rat
Rat
yet.
probably right by back door.
So before we go to commercial break, well, first of all, did anybody else? Yes, gentrification at work, absolutely. Is that about the rat, Lisha? The fact that they spraying where I live at?
Well, ask Marnie, are there rats in Federal Hill, Marnie?
They're mice.
Marnie, he don't hear us. Are there rats in Federal Hill? He said no. What he say?
He just moved there, so he doesn't know.
Oh, I don't know.
Not
He said
this
that's
week.
next week?
Okay, but listen. I used to live over there.
Federal Hill?
Mm-hmm. They're
They
like
need
little
to spray.
mice. They're
They just
rats.
not spray. Tell them come to Middle River. They spray out there.
They sophisticated rats.
Listen.
That's where I live now.
When we
his Federal Hill is really
when we come back, we're going to talk about this video by Tommy Sotomayor made a video, and it was labeled "Black Women Don't Love Their Children," and I want to get some feedback on this.
Oh, I got an opinion.
Mess. I know. I know. Listen, y'all stay tuned because I feel like this is about to get hot. This is the last segment.
I tell my kids I
Y'all see
don't
this
love them
about
all
to
the time.
get messy. We'll be right back.
I don't.
Ladies, are you in need of the best quality hair extensions, a cute outfit, or that perfect pair of shades? Pink Ice products can cover you from head to toe, from flawless weaves to apparel. Visit us online at pinkiceproducts.bigcartel.com. We're located at 3000 Old Alabama Road, 119-303, Alpharetta, Georgia. Or give us a call at 470-488-6484. Come on in and check out Pink Ice products today.
Do yourself a favor and listen to this hilarious flashback on Charm City Direct Radio Show.
You know me. I eat like this all the time. Do I gain any weight? No, at all. You can have my belly, right? I'm giving away body parts. Somebody said they need a butt. Somebody said they
I
need
can
a
use a
butt.
little extra tissue there.
I can pop it right now.
He out here giving out butt cheek donations.
Hey everybody, it's your girl, the magical glow getter herself, Anissa Maureen, co-host of the Charm City Direct Radio Show. Catch me and the rest of my team every Saturday, 5 to 7 p.m. on BeExposedRadio.com.
It's time for a flashback.
Now, I'm not gonna say all Aries don't know, but
It's just the one you had. That was
it's
just.
the long one, you know. But it's always something that you can
Go ahead, listen. Can you recollect any signs that you might like?
October 15th or 16th. What is that?
And Libras.
See, I've had some good Libras and I had one really bad Libra, but he was white, so he fucked with his back anyway. So I don't.
Wait. Hold on. Wait a minute. Demonstrate. You got to demonstrate the back.
No. Ain't no way.
Not the nose. How they bust? But show how they bust.
And then want to cry afterwards. I mean, what the fuck is the point of the tears? I mean, I can see you shaking, yeah, and shake it off real quick. But nigga, you crying? Fuck out of here.
What was he crying for?
Cause baby, this pussy make that. You in? I got that good nasty bitch. The shame.
Oh shit.
McLean's Couch every Tuesday at 9 p.m. Only on BeExposedRadio.com.
Ladies, are you in need of the best quality hair extensions, a cute outfit, or that perfect pair of shades? Pink Ice products can cover you from head to toe, from flawless weaves to apparel. Visit us online at pinkiceproducts.bigcartel.com. We're located at 3000 Old Alabama Road, 119-303, Alpharetta, Georgia. Or give us a call at 470-488-6484. Come on in and check out Pink Ice products today.
Looking for your next home? Kemp & Associates is a full-service real estate and property management company that's been serving the community for 18 years with due diligence. They have 2 locations and 27 agents to serve the Central Maryland area. Call for your residential needs at 410-580-0606, located at 1328 Ricestown Road, Suite B, and 5248 Ricestown Road, Unit 2. Meet them online at www.baltimorehomesource.org. Kemp & Associates, your home specialist. Don't make a move without us.
This is Tyree Miles, also known as Mr. Miles the Writer on Instagram, Fly T Miles.
Hip Hop K, that's Hip Hop Kzar. Hip Hop K on IG, hip_hop_K.
Oh look, we coming to y'all with this new show called It Is What It Is, where we come with views, y'all.
And it's coming on every Friday, 9 to 11. Check us out.
Make sure y'all get with us. We'll be talking about any and everything, because it is what it is.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
We're back. Before commercial break, we started discussing the Tommy Sotomayor video. I'm not sure if y'all had seen that. I sent it to you, and I posted to the Sunset Soul page.
Mama don't love me.
Yeah, you know, listen. If y'all see on my page, I post something and I say like I have something to say, or no comment. So like I really am angry, and I just don't want to start the vent. But I actually do. I'm actually glad that I did that, because now I'm not as angry today as I was when I saw the post.
Won't he do it? See?
Won't he do it?
It doesn't change my position or my idea of it. I'm just not as upset about it, because now it's kind of like whatever, you know. But
it's not whatever,
it just no, it is. It's whatever, because
before you comment, take yourself out of being a mother and comment.
How do I take myself out of being a mother?
Because you're hearing him saying, "Love, Dawn.
Okay.
You don't love your children," and that's not what he says.
Well, his word exactly was, "This is a general statement, and this doesn't mean all black mothers." But then he commenced to saying black women.
Black women.
But he said it based on the situation they put the kids in, though.
Well, I'm not sure who his mother is. And in fact, listen, I did some digging on him today, because I wanted to see, like, who are you and where you come from?
And don't want them.
Huh?
So I know a lot of white women that don't love their kids and don't.
I mean, when I first started doing the research.
Right.
What's that name?
Don't you do it?
Felicity and
Stop
Jonah.
it.
I wonder if they're the same white ones I know.
Because okay, I'm not.
I only know a handful.
When I started doing the research for this show,
period.
My goal at first, I was writing down and looking up stories of several white women that I can I can use as justification for, I believe,
but he's
white
not a
women
white man,
just as
though.
much. I know, but I'm saying
he can't speak from that. Like, he has a black mother.
He has a black mother that he never discussed, but based on the way his actions make me feel like they didn't have the best relationship.
And that's so when a child something has happened, some type of trauma or anything has happened to a child, they assume that is normal for everybody. So he's a man who has grown up without any healing or any type of.
He always trying to heal somebody.
Hi, this is Lisha.
Okay. Hi, Lisha.
Yes.
Hi.
Lisha's I just wanted to talk to y'all. How y'all doing?
We good. We're arguing
Hi,
about
Lisha.
Tommy Sotomayor. Leslie brought me some food, Lisha. She brought me some chicken and macaroni and baked beans.
She brought us
really?
some food.
Yeah, she did.
I didn't know all these people was gonna be here.
Okay, so wait, so you eat meat?
I am not. It's sitting over there on the thing.
Yeah,
now, call me in about an hour and ask me that question, and let's see if it changed.
Sorry.
Well, all I've been eating is pork.
Pork is meat. How she gonna judge me?
Yes. And I did ask her if she ate meat before I brought this food. Go back, it's a Facebook.
Did I answer?
Status, yes.
What I say?
She drinking toes. She might as well eat.
I do not drink toes. I'm trying to get somebody else to drink the Cho Jam.
Oh no, I can't do it.
Lisha, did you see the video, Tommy Sotomayor?
Yeah, I saw the video, and he made some valid points, but I think it was misdirected.
I think all of it was misdirected, and I don't think it was valid
more to do with his personal experience or his. I think he's just hurt, and it's misdirected. I would say that black women don't love themselves, not
So
black
how can they
women don't love
someone
their
else?
children, because the point that he was making about how they're going out and getting education, they are doing that for their children. They're doing that to set an example. They're doing that so they can provide for their children. They're not doing it because they're neglecting the educational needs of their child. There's a lot of stuff that he said that he made good points, but
I don't think it was good points. I don't think it was good points only because, I mean, it's not saying that what he said wasn't true. I'm saying I don't think it was good points because it doesn't sit for everyone. And he made it seem like those points were the majority. And I don't think it's a majority of black women. Now, you can go, if you want to start talking about the millennials versus X versus this, then maybe we can have a conversation of a majority versus a minority. But
No,
if you're talking about in
70
general,
year-olds that don't love their children any different than a 20-year-old mother.
but I think using the word love is unfair because you can love somebody and still don't do right by them. That don't mean that you
Yep.
don't love them. That just means that you don't have it in you to do right by them.
Well, I mean, love isn't a feeling; it's action. So I can understand his direction or using the word love, but it's misguided. It's totally misguided to say that black women don't love their children because they're having babies by men, deadbeat guys, or whatever. No, that has nothing to do with
Say that again. I'm sorry.
children.
Lasha, say that again.
You said black women don't love their kids because they're having babies with deadbeats, basically.
Well, he put more information behind it, but yeah, he definitely said that though.
I'm sorry. That's true to me. If you know that man ain't worth nothing, but his penis is more good than your long-term life, then you don't love your children. I'm sorry.
I don't think that. So you're saying because you had a baby with somebody who
that you knew was a deadbeat. You knew he was a
If he
deadbeat.
not taking care of his kids from the other chick, you know damn well he ain't gonna.
No,
take
but then
care of
what
no
about the women that say
That's not always true.
Go ahead, Lasha.
That's not always true.
No, I don't.
But in the same breath, in the very next breath, black women are being condemned because we won't hold the black man up. We won't support the black man. So which one is it? Are we supposed to ride with you while you down?
It's
or are we supposed to
neither.
kick you while you down?
Neither
Like,
because
which
it's
one
not
is
your
it?
job
So
to hold him up.
we have to be honest about this.
But
That
it's
we
not
have
your
a
job
double
to hold him
standard
up, though,
when it comes
Lasha,
to
as a black
what the
woman.
expectation is of a black woman.
But that's not your job, though, to hold him up. I think what he's saying, and it's been parts of my life where I could say that, and I've seen that. If you having a baby with somebody who isn't taking care of themselves, what makes you think having a baby is just going to miraculously change that in him?
Wait, how do
And
you
that
know
directly
everybody is not
connect-
walking in the door trying to get pregnant, trying to have a baby? That's the first thing. Then you have the women that's like, I can take care of my own.
I don't think it's spiteful. I don't think it's malicious. His statements. I don't think it was.
I think it was malicious, and I think it was spiteful, especially the fact that
'Cause you a
his
mother.
anger is stemming from the fact that he had a child with a black woman that took it, and he went to jail for not paying child support. How come he's not talking about the deadbeat dads in the general? How about not talking about us having a child with deadbeat dads and talking about the deadbeat dads?
But you don't know his complete story, because maybe he was paying, and maybe she was being
wouldn't
a
have went to
greedy
jail.
wife. He would. That happens every day.
But I'm saying
he could have been taking care of his children, and she was just greedy and said, "You know what? I'm gonna tell him you're not paying. I'm gonna tell him you're doing this. Or I'm gonna send you downtown," knowing that he didn't have the amount of money that he needed to pay child
But the
support.
way he used his platform to dog women
His
out,
platform.
if that was the case,
He wasn't dogging
But
you
listen,
out. He
no,
wasn't
not
dogging
me.
you.
I'm saying the way he used his platforms to dog out women, black women specifically. That's what he does. You can rest assured he would have made clear
Give me
that
an
I've
example of
been
him
paying my
dogging
child
him
support. Huh?
Give me an example of him dogging.
Clearly he not, because he would have been did about it.
But give me examples of how he dogs women out.
Every
don't follow
video.
him,
Now I
so.
did not look at all of the videos. I'm looking at all of the responses to the videos. I didn't want to look at the videos. I didn't want to look at that. I looked at this one.
Why? You gotta
and
do
that
your
was
research.
no. I didn't have to look at all the videos to see what he's saying because I'm looking at the captions and I'm looking at the responses.
Captions are just for shock value.
But I'm saying this is what the videos were all directed towards black women, is what I'm saying. It's not what he's saying to validate or not validate. Everything he's saying is directed towards not just, he made a whole lot of malicious comments about Black Lives Matter. I mean, just against black. Like he's not pro-black at all.
Though.
You're right.
I don't think that means he's anti-black.
I think it is.
All of us, I have issues against Black Lives Matter. That doesn't make me.
But are you calling them thugs and terrorist groups?
No, I'm not saying any of those things. But I think they fake.
Well, but the group.
Yeah,
Black Lives Matter.
I do.
I'm not here to advocate for or against.
But I think Black Lives Matter is a great organization as far as the nonviolent, peaceful protest and trying to get your message out. The intentions, I think that's fine. I think it's because it's a Black Lives Matter thing. You probably got a click to say over here, say we're part of Black Lives Matter, but they just saying it. They probably not a part of it.
Or they only saying it when the news.
Wait a minute, we gotta go to commercial break. When we come back, we're going to continue this conversation, and I kind of want to get into some specifics that he said and get into some details about that.
Let's do it.
We'll be right. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned, y'all.
Check out this flashback from the Artist Exchange Radio Show. I'll let you speak on it. You know it better than I do.
All right, thank you, Nate. So, all right, so the Say It Loud Film Festival is happening on April 16th, which is next Saturday from noon to 10 p.m. at nighttime. And we have partnered up with the No Boundaries Coalition. So I got to tell you the address real quick. It's 1947 Pennsylvania Avenue, which is where the Jubilee Arts Center is located. So we've partnered up with the No Boundaries Coalition, and the No Boundaries Coalition hosts an annual block party right there where we're going to be having the film festival. This is the 9th annual Boundary Block Party, and they are providing shuttle buses to take people to the voting booths because the Maryland primaries open on that same April 16th date that we're having the film festival and the block party. So we're going to be partnering up and promoting each other, and there's going to be these shuttle buses taking people to the voting booths to go vote, and we're going to have live music, live poetry, live dancing from a local high school, and then the films start at 7 p.m. at nighttime. So that's basically what's going on for the Say It Loud Film Festival in West Baltimore.
Tune into the Artist Exchange every Friday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m., every Saturday, 12 p.m. to 2 p.m.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Coming back, we appreciate you. Thank you.
Thank you for that.
We are back, and we was talking about Tommy Sotomayor and his controversial statements about the black women not loving their kids based on.
But we know that that's not true.
I'm just based off.
I'm just saying. You gotta make sure you say that. That's not true.
For yourself, it's not true.
Well, that's
for
not.
yourself?
I mean, you're a hater. So
you really just messed up my intro, though. I was really trying to nail his intro.
No, I'm talking. You did awesome. You did amazing. You're great. One thing he said, I don't know if we got into that or not. He said such a high number of kids are had with dudes that with dudes that the black mother don't like. I'm trying to understand how you're having children with somebody that you don't like. How is he saying that? And he's using statistics. He throws around these numbers all the time, but he never have nothing to back those numbers up.
Because the statistics, like any other statistics, are based on the people you know directly. Right. It's not like across the board, across the country. These are his.
He ain't going out checking the polls.
It's just.
He's saying you can. I mean, the numbers validate what I'm saying. Like, not my numbers. You know, he making it seem like he doing actual, which is bogus.
It's those. I mean, I'm quite sure you can find this statistic somewhere. But this is based on his life. It's probably based on the women that he date. It's probably based on his mama, his
black women,
or cousin he know or something.
Yeah, or his cousins. Like, I got a bunch of hood rat cousins, so I could.
But how many of your hood rat cousins are having babies with men that they don't like? And I'm talking about now. They may not. You ain't got to name them. But I'm saying, I ain't talking about you develop a disdain towards the baby father after the fact. I'm talking about, I don't like you. Let's do it.
Yeah, because that man probably represents her father.
I mean, it might not happen like that, but what's the difference?
It is like that guy could probably represent her father the same way you date a man who punched you in your face. Like, why are you?
But you like it.
Why don't you
like
leave?
it? You like it, and that's his perspective is from a male's point of view.
I think it's an aftermath. Wait a minute, we got another phone call. I'm sorry. Yes.
Okay, I'm back again.
Can you hear us?
Yes.
Okay, we're talking about still Mr. Sotomayor, and we're talking about the fact that he said one of his points was that black women are having children with men that they don't like.
Okay, so I'm hearing what you're saying. You know, all I'm seeing is white women.
Just be safe.
And a lot of these women don't like their children. They don't like the men that they're with. And I think that it's just a travesty that he would classify this group of low-income women and as only the black women. I mean, I only identify
said you're judging
the white women, the black women.
Different level.
I don't think it's judging. She can't have a point. He got a point.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I'm being devil advocate.
Did he say it based off of like low income women? He said that.
Well, all of this was basically a certain low income because that was one of his other points. So this is a general statement, as he's saying. So he did get to the finances in his rant. That was actually number 3.
Hood rant, pretty much. What you saying?
Basically.
Are you a hood rat though?
No, I'm not a hood rat. I'm not half of these things.
Huh?
I've been called a hood rat.
Lasha, are you still here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is she using a disguise voice?
Can you hear us? Because it sounds like you kind of far.
It sounds like it's breaking up a little bit, so I guess I'm just going to go ahead and log off. But I understand his point, but it's not fair to isolate the black woman. It's not just black women. It's women in low income situations. It's women in that are below the poverty line that are choosing and selecting and electing to continuously have children and stay on welfare. It's not just black women. And to be honest, black women is a minority if you really look at the stats.
Absolutely.
Black women
and that's why I'm trying to understand how it is a majority of a minority, because you can't say.
Does he know?
He ain't saying majority. He's saying all. And that's what I don't.
But he did not say all.
Well, if he's saying black women, you're
when
not
you
saying
say black women, you're talking about all of them.
Making a blanket statement, but I'm quite sure he was not meaning all black women. The women he's come across, he hasn't slept with, or he's been a child of, or a family member, or friend of all black women. So he can't possibly be talking about them. He should have edited his words, and because he does, his platform is that of somebody who is speaking to whomever's listening. He made a blanket statement, and he should not have done that. I don't think
that. Right. That's what I don't.
But he made a blanket statement to be inclusive of all black women. He went from the black woman that chooses men that leave, to the black woman that chooses men that can't afford to take care of their children, to the black women that keep having children that are on welfare, to the black women that go get education so that they can succeed and grow. He even included those women and talked about how, you're choosing to go get education while your child is still in the public school system. So he tried to incorporate every aspect of the black woman to prove why black women don't love their children. So whatever white woman that he is elected to be with, he's trying to justify why he's choosing to be with white women,
and there's just as many
or Latino women, or whatever the case may be. So it seems to me that he's trying to demoralize the black woman as a whole. It is his intention to make all black women look bad, as if they don't love their children. That was the blanket.
That was the gist of it. That was the. That is the title. Black women don't love their children. Right. Not the women I came in contact with.
But, I mean, I get what he's saying to a degree, but I don't necessarily agree with what he's saying.
I mean, you can say.
I get some of the points.
I think he grouped all black women together. The question is, who is his audience? That's what Nate is saying. Warren just said that.
No. The question is who is his audience. The question is who hurt him. That's my question.
Right.
My question is who hurt you, Mr. Sotomayor? Because apparently someone.
Right, and that's what we said. This has to be hurt. And I don't know his situation with his mother. He does not talk about his past, from what I've read.
He is. He's just not naming names. He's not saying this is my story. He's giving it to you
because you can't have a loving mother and say the things that he's saying, because it just doesn't make sense to have somebody that loves you that would negate everything that he's saying.
He could have a loving mother who probably put up with this stuff from another man, and then he transferred that into dating women who did the same thing. Like, this is why men don't communicate with you all, because when they tell you what's on their mind,
he ain't telling. He's not telling us what's on his mind.
How do you know
he's targeting us. That's what is that a way of communication?
You read
by
the
saying,
headline. The headline is supposed to provoke conversation to make you watch.
I agree.
So
that's why I watched it,
and
he did exactly what I thought he was going to do. I was hoping that the headline was the eye candy to make me click on the video, and then he was going to say, well, I think that you have black women who do love their kids, but maybe they this, or they know they love, but they don't know how to properly show it, or whatever. But you targeted me.
I'll tell you, for me, I have family that have lived in Westport, have grew up in Westport. As far as they've gone is maybe Mondawmin in the world. And so they are represented in that dialogue that he's talking about. And I love my family to death, but they made bad decisions in terms of picking fathers that were going to be there, fathers that were going to be ready to be parents.
But
that's a problem.
But that's not fair, though. But I'm quite sure you got women in your family who did right by their kids. Though.
Yeah, I do. My mother was that woman. But I'm saying to you, I see both sides of the spectrum, and that's what I've been able to see. Maybe he didn't. There are women who don't love their children, who would rather have a relationship with their father, the baby's father, than the child. There are women out there who are choosing themselves over being a mother. There are mothers who regret having their children. All those people exist.
Yeah,
okay, so you can't deny it.
Got a point there.
But it's not directly towards you as a mother.
She might have. She hung up. We're going to skip number 2 because we already got into that. The black mother who choose to have babies with men who they claim ain't no good or deadbeats. Then he said the financials, where she was saying that black women who basically having children in poverty. Mm-hmm. So I understand the if you're not financially set to have a child, maybe you should think twice. But I get that, because as a mother, or like I took care of my niece. So I would tell, I think I would tell my niece the same thing. Like, why would you go do this and your money ain't right? But then, what about the women who don't believe in abortion? What about the women who are just not educated, that don't think? I mean, we all, especially the young ones, who you're asking this, basically a child, depending on their maturity level, to make a grown woman decision. I mean,
where's their mother?
Back. I agree. I'm not saying, but see, you can't put that completely on their mothers.
I just said the father.
I can't put that on them at all. Cause I think everything is a free will based type of situation. You consciously come to a decision and say, "I'm going to do this," whether your father or your mother was there or not. You still going to think to yourself and say, "Hey,"
especially when you are telling them not to do it, they're going to rebel. They want to do the one thing you're telling them not to do.
It's something lacking that keeps happening. It's something wrong. If this is random young ladies that this keep happening to, something is not working. I don't care how much you're there. We know that you can have both parents in your home, and they're not mentally there for you. I agree. So there are many different variables that come into play. And I really feel like I don't know him. I don't follow his brand of humor. All I'm saying is this may be his real life. Mm-hmm. This may be what he knows. Or he may be just pulling a farce, and he made this up. Like, he just went to the ghetto
I was
story.
looking up, now that you say that, about the making up, because I was looking it up, and I didn't see it, about the black woman. He made a comment about the woman who was in Chicago, and he said she had 5 children, of which they were killed by violence, gang violence, or so much. Okay, yeah. And he said maybe, I guess, 2 or 3 children in, people had pulled money together to get her to move, and she refused to move. And because she didn't want to move, she don't love her kids.
Because she won't keep them in a situation, and chances of her losing the other sons is very,
and very high. And that's an absolute way for you to look at it, to say, well, she don't love her kids because she want to keep them in a situation. Well, you don't know. That lady might not have wanted. First of all, that's her home. Like, you have people
in a building over your children's safety?
Because you don't know the choices her children made. That's the first thing. It ain't like, now, if you're telling me that every time your children come outside, they get hit by a car because ain't no stoplight right there, maybe. But if they are in a situation where they're choosing drugs or they're choosing the life of gangs, I'm not going to uproot my whole life and move because you choose to make a bad decision. I'm going to pray over my kids, and I'm going to tell you, I don't want you to do this. But we don't know all of the logistics of that situation. That she could have told them, I don't want.
But if you're in that situation and you've already had, say, 2 children die, you wouldn't take that opportunity to relocate yourself, so your children do have an alternative.
I would.
So your child have an
I'm not
alternative
saying-
life to lead, because they may be in that, but they have somewhere to go when they are in trouble that's not there. So they're doing their dirt on the corner and going right into their mother's house that lives 2 doors down.
Right, but they see. I'm going through that right now. They see that child to go to the mother's house, so now that's still putting the other kids at safety's at danger. So if somebody came and offered me money, I'm out of there. I'm out of there. Like
we don't know how much money they could have came with $2,500 or
But
something.
it's
I mean, we don't know.
That's still first and last month somewhere. That's still first and last month.
I'm not disagreeing with the desire for them to want her to move.
Right.
I'm saying we don't know all the logistics of why she chose not to move. So you can't say because she didn't move, she didn't love her children. Lasha said she was standing on principle to mandate a change in her community. We don't know whether or not that could have been.
She could have been
the case. Lasha said she would move, but she can't say that's the only right way to handle it.
But it's just it's
that's
the
just
fact
going away
that
from the problem. They're going for somebody else to do it.
Because it's just the alternatives that I have an issue with. So if you're being afforded an alternative to get out of that place and take your kids somewhere safer,
but we don't know how much of that because they could have gave her first and last months, like you said. But there's a whole lot of months in between the first and the last. The last could mean shelter. I mean, you don't know,
safer than where you are.
I don't know if it's safer or not.
I'm just speaking in terms of I can only speak in terms of the mothers that I saw making alternatives for themselves. You know, I had the mother who decided to work a double job so I could go to a school, so I didn't have to go to Booker T. I got to go to another school. Those are the types of things I think he's getting to. So give your children those alternatives. We have parents out here that are not willing to sacrifice for their children, for their own children.
There are parents who are not willing to sacrifice, but
and
I don't think that
you want to make a stand.
I think there's more parents who are willing than it is who's not.
But he's not talking to those parents.
But if there's more parents who are willing, and less that's not, then why are you singling out?
If it's one parent that's not willing, that's a problem. And I think he should have made it more specific. But he doesn't know all of these families,
and then he's the one who need to move. Because it sounds like to me
he's just grabbing just any random stat. He need to go out and do some real research. Go talk to some families.
Yeah.
Go meet these so-called black women that he think that's so bitter towards.
But we're not going to sit at this table and say that these women don't exist.
Yeah,
they do.
Yeah, they definitely exist.
Lasha said he would say that your mother didn't love you because she didn't spend a lot of time at home.
And that's his opinion.
But you're not going to tell me that would not. Somebody is saying black women.
But I know my mother loved me, so that doesn't affect me, and it wouldn't affect my mother.
Well, it would affect me if you have a black man targeting black women because of who he sees. Now you're making general statements.
About
but you can
woman.
say he dug into men too because he talked
he
about
very rarely talked. No,
but he
actually he justified because he made it seem like you knew he wasn't no good. You know he ain't financially stable, but that's what he said.
So he gave him the bait. I'm just being a man thing. Then I'm just being
right.
a man.
So he said if you made a decision to have a child with a man you knew ain't had no money, but you did it anyway. You stay here when you knew that this man was a deadbeat. You chose to do it anyway. You threw that. There was a little anxiety in your arm. Okay.
That's that ponytail, that pom-pom.
Listen.
I like that pom-pom.
We'll be right back. We're going to continue this conversation, and then we're going to get into next week's topic when we come back. Nate is hot because he's advocating for, Sotomayor. Yeah,
we'll have our closing remarks. Please stay tuned.
I bring him on my show. I ain't scared.
I
don't agree with.
Check out this flashback of the Artist Exchange Radio Show on BExposedRadio.com.
Joining us right now is Mr. Antonio Long. He was one of our first See Baltimore artists. That tour is actually under construction, and we're revamping and making sure the foundation is solid.
Yes.
So we haven't forgotten about it. So December we kind of took a pause, and we'll be back up and running in January. My mind is gone. Food. I need food. If you're in the downtown Baltimore area and you have a cheeseburger in your hand, definitely stop past the studio. Give me a call and let me know where you are, and I'll meet you wherever you are. But Antonio Long is joining us in the building. He's a singer, inspirational, not necessarily gospel, not necessarily R&B, but encompassed of both of them.
Yeah.
So let us know a little bit about who you are, what you do.
Singer, writer, recording artist, and I just like to make good music.
There we go.
From Baltimore.
So possibly we'll hear a little bit of it live if he's not afraid, because we throw people under the bus.
Yeah.
Talent wise.
No doubt.
On this show. We got to see if you got the chops to sink or swim.
Okay.
We do it. We do it. We don't hold back here. We don't hold back here. But we'll definitely try to hear from him a couple more segments. So let us know about your music. So do you have an EP coming out, or is it one in the making?
I just released the EP, actually, October 28th.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, it's called Life.
Life.
Yeah.
So what was it like making that?
It was fun. This is my first, it's 8 songs on the project.
Okay.
So it's kind of a little more lengthy than your typical EP. But I put out a mixtape last year, but this is my first official project.
Okay.
Everything else has been singles. So
so you're singing your own music now?
I'm singing my own music.
Did you write it?
All original music. Yeah.
Okay.
And it was fun. The creative process was fun. I worked with Junior Lee.
Okay.
With Faith Junkie Productions. He's based out of Delaware.
Okay.
And it was fun. I was going up there. 2-3 times.
It was business because it's your money on the line.
Definitely.
Right. No major labels.
Yeah, no doubt. It was fun. It gave me. It's more work than what I expected. Honestly, because
you're doing a bunch of different. You're writing and the performer in it, so that's 2 big jobs right there.
Yeah, it was definitely. But creatively, it was great. It was great collaborations. I also worked with.
But it's only truth. Because I know their name. Oh, sorry. Hey, welcome back, everybody. We are back. Get the referee in here to Kool-Aid by y'all. So we gonna continue this topic here.
We're not changing. Yeah, continuing. Listen, we're gonna run through these things he said real quick, and I'm gonna tell you how, as a black woman, I need you to tell me how, as a black woman, I'm not supposed to be offended. He said, when you see these women on TV after their child is killed, black women on TV after their child is killed, what have they changed? What did they do differently?
What, give me the whole sentence.
That's that is the sentence. I wrote it because I wanted you to be clear. That's exactly what he said. When you see those black women on television after their children are killed,
what was he talking about?
What have the, this was one of
that was the punchline. So what was the story that led up? I'm saying he's a comedian.
No,
so that's
but
the
this
punchline.
wasn't. This was okay. I'm assuming it was attached to the lady with the 5 kids. But no, this was when he was saying about black women don't march for their children. That's the next part. These 2 things went together. He was just saying this was no longer 1 point, a second point, a third point. This was at the end of his spiel about it, and he started to then just note things about black women that we need to acknowledge. To say that black women don't march for their children, and to say when you see them on the news after their child has been killed, what have they changed? Well, first of all, the number of children, that's the first thing that they have changed. And why are you judging whatever they do at that moment? If they came and clapped their hand and bit on their left lip, they just lost their child. Why are you looking at what they did? How about what the community changed? How about what the police did? How about what the friends and family did on the behalf to help them breathe?
Real quick, this was the workshop that I took this summer on trauma, and we always attack the behavior. This is behavior that you're reading from.
Okay.
But nobody ever digs deeper into what the problem is. Like what's causing him to say things like this. Yep. Whether it be fame, whether it be likes, whether it be he probably was that sounds like abandonment issue.
Could have been.
And I'm just saying I only took a couple courses.
I mean, you can't. He was a hoe.
I think he needs a hug.
He needs 3 hugs. I'm famous for the hugs, and I would give him one. Let me be clear about who I am. I feel some kind of way about what he said. Absolutely.
But dig deeper before you judge his behavior.
Well, I did, but he doesn't have. Well, it's not available. I dig deeper because before I went on here and said anything about him, I wanted to see if I could see anything about his history, who he was. But he kept that part of his life separate. It was secret.
And
that's fine.
But he's letting it out. You keep saying it's a secret.
But you want me to assume that all of these things that he is feeling is because of something that happened in his past. I don't want to assume.
Well, you assuming that it's not. So what's
No, I'm not assuming one way or the other. I'm only targeting what he said that was targeting me. Is what I'm saying. I'm not assuming why he's saying it. Keisha. No, he said black woman, and I'm a black woman. And if, let me be clear, I would rather give the women that he's talking about, all these women, the women who is doing this, I'd rather give him 3 hugs before I give it to him.
But what if the story does come out that his mom was a crackhead, his grandmother was a prostitute, both of his aunts sold drugs or dealt with drug dealers and sold their children off to the highest bidder.
That's the story.
But you're not waiting for that to happen. You're just assuming that
I'm not assuming that none of this. You're asking me to get into the why behind his actions, and I understand that. Lisha said you're also judging by behavior. It's no different from what he's doing. You're saying that we're judging him. This is behavior. I'm judging his behavior. That's what he's doing. Judging the behavior, in his words, the statistics of all these black women.
Him. What if he knows?
And he don't know all these women.
Well, I don't think he know every black
And
woman.
anything. See, that's not fair. What you're asking me to do is judge the why on what he's doing, but he's not judging the why on what these women doing. The majority of these women are doing these things because they don't know how to do no better, or they didn't have the parents. That is a problem. But why is it that he can judge these women without paying attention to the why?
The product of those women
I agree,
that he's talking about.
but you're asking me to not judge him based on his why. Let's not look at all this anger that he's showing because there's a possibility that this happened in his past. That's the same thing he should be saying about these girls.
Where's your anger coming from?
I'm not angry. I want to talk to him.
I'm being honest.
No, I'm really not angry because I don't. None of this has anything to do with me. I just moved out Middle River. I'm glad that they spray for rats, but I don't want to be out there. You know, I'm really serious. So I do understand the situation, you know, but that's not for me. Listen, y'all, we could do this all day. I want to say thank you for those who have tuned in. Next week's show, listen. Next week's show is about a serious matter. It's about depression inside of the church,
Lord,
and it is running heavily and rapid, and I call it the silent killer. So please tune in, share, let people know what the show is going to be. We would love participation. We will be talking about this all week long, depression inside of the church. And if you have any input, any opinions for the show, send it to me. You know, inbox me. I'll definitely look at it. Naomi from Be Inspired Radio will be here with me on next week. I'm not sure if Mr. Nate is coming or not. But thank y'all so much for tuning. Are you coming next week or we don't know?
I don't know if I'll be welcome back.
He's always welcome. Nate is always welcome to Artist Exchange. He already know. Thank you for Myron and Swirl for coming in. Leslie Swirl for coming in with me today. I feel like Nicole is saying something to me. She's just looking. Oh, okay. Thank y'all so much. We'll see y'all on next week.
We appreciate y'all checking us out. BeExposedRadio.com.
Austin Music Group.
Check out what you missed on Be Exposed Radio.
Are you getting your kids this hoverboard thing that's taken over the country? They range from $300 to $600.